So I came across this plumber's website the other day, and something about it was just weird. I mean, one half was totally normal, exactly what you'd expect. But the other half, it was like a super detailed Wikipedia page for this tiny town in Illinois. So let's get into it and see what is actually happening here. And that really is the big question, right? Why on earth does a plumber's website know all about 19th century land treaties? It's like it has this split personality. On one hand, it's all, hey, call us, your pipe just burst. And on the other, it's like, let's take a deep dive into the Potawatomi tribe's 1833 land agreement. So strange. Why would they do that? What's the angle? Okay, to figure this out, let's start with the part that actually makes sense. We're going to look at the business itself. The emergency plumber. And yeah, if you look at their services, it's all totally standard stuff. Burst pipe repair, leak detection, water heaters, drain cleaning, all the usual suspects. They've even got 24/7 emergency service. This is exactly what you'd be searching for if your basement was flooding. Totally legitimate. Nothing more to see here. Yet. And they've got their credentials right there on the page too. A proper license number, they're insured and ready to go anytime. So, by all appearances, this is a legit professional company you totally trust in an emergency. So far, so good. Everything checks out. All right, but now let's look at the other half of this website. This is where it takes a sharp turn into the bizarre. It's like we've left the plumbing section and walked into a guided tour of Hawthorn Woods, Illinois. I mean, seriously, look at this stuff. A plumber is giving you a detailed history lesson. It talks about the land belonging to the Potawatomi tribe before 1833, the Treaty of Chicago. It even goes all the way up to when the village was officially incorporated in 1958. What does any of this have to do with fixing a leaky faucet? It's just, why? And it's not just ancient history either. The website also casually drops the median household income for the town. And it's super specific too, $132,720. Again, you have to ask, why does my plumber need to know that? Why do I need to know that from my plumber? And then, for the grand finale, we get a full demographic chart from the 2010 census. I'm pretty sure this webpage knows more about Hawthorn Woods than most of the residents. So you've got these two totally separate worlds on one website, emergency plumbing and a deep dive into local trivia. So what's the connection? What brings these two things together? Okay, this is where it all clicks. The puzzle pieces are about to come together because the connection isn't really for a human reader. It's for a search engine. Think about it like this. The site is built on two types of keywords. On one side, you've got the what keywords, the services, right? Burst pipe, sump pump, 24/7 emergency. And on the other side, you have the where keywords, Hawthorn Woods, Lake County, and even these incredibly specific local references like the town's history. These two lists aren't just coexisting, they're working as a team. And there it is. That's the secret. This isn't some weird, confused website. It's actually a really clever marketing tactic called local SEO, or local search engine optimization. The whole point of all this extra information is to prove to Google and other search engines that this plumber isn't just in the area, they are the area's expert. So we know what it's called, but how does it actually work? I mean, how does knowing about a 19th century treaty get a plumber more business today? Let's break down the playbook. Okay, put yourself in this situation. It's 2 in the morning, a pipe has burst, and water is going everywhere. You grab your phone and desperately search for emergency plumber near me. Now, the search engine has one job, find you the most locally relevant result fast. And this plumber's page, packed with every possible mention of Hawthorn Woods, is basically shouting at the search engine, hey, look at me, I am the most Hawthorn Woods plumber that has ever existed. And that signal of extreme local relevance helps it jump to the top of your search results. And boom, they get the call. And that really gets to the heart of it. This page isn't just selling plumbing services. It's proving that it's an expert on everything about this specific town. It's not just saying we serve Hawthorn Woods. It's demonstrating it in overwhelming detail for the search algorithm to see. So if we break down the anatomy of the page, it's pretty clear. You've got your service keywords, what they actually do, like drain cleaning. You've got location keywords like Hawthorn Woods, IL. Then you have that hyperlocal content like the town history, which is the secret sauce. And finally, you have trust signals, like that license number to show they're a real business. All of it works together to create the perfect recipe for ranking high in a local search. Okay, so this plumber isn't some kind of marketing unicorn. This strategy is actually all over the place. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's zoom out a bit and look at how this shapes the web that you and I use every day.
Seriously, next time you're searching for something local, best pizza near me, dentist in town, whatever it is, pay attention to the top results. You'll start noticing it. The dentist's website might have a blog post about the local high school's football team. The mechanic might list a bunch of nearby landmarks. It's a huge, often invisible part of how the internet is structured for local businesses.
So what should you take away from all this? Well, for one, a lot of the web you see isn't really designed for you. It's designed for a search engine to read first. But also, this is a pretty powerful way for small local businesses to actually stand a chance against the big national companies online. It reveals this whole hidden layer of how information is organized, and now you're a much smarter consumer of search results. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Now that you know the trick, how is that going to change the way you look at your own search results? The next time you're looking for something local, what are you going to notice that was hiding in plain sight the whole time?